Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Uh, Good morning. I was just taking a nap. Anyway, it's the time for the Q&A. Here's the Q&A post for your favorite and probably the only Total Drama VTuber. Let's see how much interaction I got. First, let's read 15 comments, but there's multiple comments per comment, so we'll see how that goes. Fixing my mic because I liked that silly intro. Anyway, hey buddies. No, it's DA games. Okay, so first, let me fulfill a contractual obligation. So first, make sure to like and subscribe that we can choose what video is next through the polls that show up on my community tab. Okay, moving on. Let's get started with this. I don't want to waste any more of your time. Oh, before I end this, so I don't forget, after this video, and write it down. I know you're probably watching this video and probably doing something else, you know, whatever you're doing right now, you're doing it well. Okay, you're doing great. And go outside and write this down. You're going to compliment someone's hair today, make the world a little bit better. Anyway, let's move on. From Total Drama Lettuce. Question, if you could live with one character, who would you pick? Oh, that's hard. That's actually pretty hard. There's a lot of red flags from a lot of characters, so I gotta think about this one good and hard. Okay. So, hold on, I should probably make myself a little bit larger, huh? Because it's not gonna matter too much. Bah. Anyway, I'm feeling a little silly today, a little bit goofy, a little bit quirky, perhaps. Okay, so thinking about it, it's definitely not Courtney. That's for sure. It's not Duncan. You know what? Definitely not Ezekiel. Or Harold. You know what? I think I'd have to go with, DJ. He seems like a really nice, polite roommate. You know? He's a nice enough guy. He doesn't give off any red flags. He might bring an animal into the house. That's the only red flag I could see, but I think he's smart enough to not do that. Unless there's like injured or something, he might do it. Anyway, yeah, that's my answer. I think I would have to room with DJ. He seems like a nice enough person that I'd want to room with him. Ooh, Dunkney or Gwunkin. So I have a little story to tell you guys about this, actually, that I don't think I ever said in a video before. Okay. So, first, I'd like to start this off by saying Duncan doesn't deserve either right now. From what we've seen, I think there's a chance he could end up with someone, but it's very slim, and I'd have to see progression from his character and the other two, okay? That's just how this would work. Personally, though, I prefer Duncan and Courtney I loved in Season 1. Gwen and Duncan I was never a fan of, except I was. So here's the story. When I was younger, and keep in mind this is probably a long time ago, when I first watched Total Drama, which I'm pretty sure is another question on there, I actually, I shipped Duncan and Gwen in Season 1. Why do you ask? Because they both were gothic. They both had like punk vibes to them, and that's the only reason. Because back then I'm like, oh, they're dressing similar. They should be shipped. And then when the Duncan and Courtney thing happened, I'm like, oh, okay, that works too. But like, I did ship them before either one was in a relationship, so I just thought that was pretty funny. Okay, from Dennis Servin. Oh, Robin Love was the one who put Dunkney or Gunkin. My bad. Okay. Dennis Servin. Oh gosh, long one. Hey, just want to say that I think your content is pretty entertaining. I especially like your engagement with your audience or community. There's always something new coming up, be it a poll, an interesting question, or your own thoughts on something. You deserve some recognition for your active interaction with us. Thank you. It's honestly one of the highlights of my day, just looking at comments. It's, I make sure to give them all a little heart so that people know that I've seen them. And yeah, it really is a highlight of my day when I got a lot of boring, dreary stuff to do. One of my favorites will always be when you used Izzy and her dance to gain more subs. That was pure genius. I did think so. I thought it was quite quirky. Anyways, questions. Who do you think Cody would make a good partner with in the RR Redonkulous race? Like what character? Personally, I think Noah, Trent, or maybe Gwen would be cool and interesting for various reasons. But what do you think? So, thinking about this, I'm gonna say something that I think nobody's gonna agree with until I state my answer. I think Cody and Sierra. Why? Because I think this would be the perfect way to reintroduce Sierra and Cody in order to make Sierra less of a stalker. We show that she has character progression and she progresses over the Redonkulous race, plus she can carry him through challenges. I think if those two are together and they actually have some like changes which make them less of a comedy duo, which is Cody suffering and Sierra being insane, we take it and we make it so that Sierra is learning to be a less obsessive girlfriend, and Cody is just along for the ride, trying to be really helpful and sweet. I don't know. I just think it'd be a good idea. Let's see. Otherwise, I think, yeah, Cody and Trent. Cody and Trent would be interesting. No, not Cody and Trent. Hold on. Give me a second. I got another thought. What about Cody and Cameron? No, wait, no, that's just Adversity Twins 2.0. We're gonna skip that question. No other answer. What are your thoughts on the ship Cody and Dawn? Do you think they could work together? Okay, so thinking about this, do I think they could go together? Absolutely. I think Cody, one of the main reasons that he, people ship him with so many characters is due to the fact that he is malleable in a way that a lot of other characters aren't. He's more normal and rounded as a character, and especially emotions-wise. So he could probably be shipped with any character. He could probably date any character. I think there's less reason to desire Cody and Dawn, because I'm not sure exactly what the duo would look like. However, I do think they could work together because this would be not very toxic, but I'm not exactly sure what could happen out of that. Anyway, who's your favorite female character in Total Drama? I put that in my top 10 Total Drama characters video, and if I remember correctly, I think it's either Kitty or Dawn, but hold on, let me think about it real quick for now. I think right now I like Dawn better, but like both work. I think I like them about the same amount. I think that Dawn's a little overrated by the fandom, but you know, she's really funny, and Kitty's just kind of perfect in every way. So that's one of the issues there. She's perfect in every way, but that's kind of hard. Okay, 4, do you know you're awesome because you are? That's very sweet. Thank you. And finally, 5, what was your first season that you watched / what season introduced you to total drama? I actually saw like some of it on Cartoon Network, but then I watched it from all the way up into Redonkulous Race when I was younger. And by younger, I wasn't too much younger, but it's enough to notice a difference, you know? I watched the first one. That was the first season I watched. And I ended up, and this is a little story time with Demented Ghastly here. So, hold on. Just wanna, maybe this size? Yeah, this good size. So, I watched the episode after Ezekiel gets eliminated first, and then so I watched the first episode. I watched the one after Ezekiel gets booted, and then I checked and then the next time I watched the episode after that, I noticed that there was someone in the intro that I hadn't seen before with the whole Noah and Ezekiel thing. I'm like, what? Huh? And so I went back and I figured out who it was. But that's just, I don't know. I was pretty weird at that time. I would like skip episodes in TV series. I was a little menace. And like I said, it's not too far away, but it's just far enough that my personality has changed a fair amount. Okay, thanks for all your thanks for the content and all of your work. Keep it up. I'm sure the next few thousand subs isn't far off. Here's hoping. Okay. By JCon424, what's your weirdest TD ship? Okay, so I really like canon ships, I'm gonna be honest. So most of my ships are just straight up canon ships. I don't really like stuff outside of that. But thinking about it, in my season, I made them friends and stuff like that, but I think I could see some way of Dawn and Ezekiel. I don't know, I just got this feeling, man. I think that's one that I've seen before, though, so it might not be weird. It's just, I feel like she might be the one to save him, you know? Which would be great. From Crystal Smarties, what are your hobbies? We'll start with that one. My hobbies are... I used to do a little bit of cartooning, but mostly right now it's just gaming. I like to read. I love to keep up with YouTube. I listen to music. I'm pretty basic. I'm a basic bitch. Okay, let's see. Doom scrolling. Anyway, I like looking through Discord, downloading memes, sending them to my close friends. I'm very boring. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other things that would be like somewhat interesting, but I think that YouTube Enough is pretty interesting. Doing these videos is very interesting for me. This is one of my favorite hobbies, as this is a side gig because I do not get paid for it yet. We'll see later. Okay, what made you come up with the design of your VTuber skin? So, I wanted to be a Catboy. Heck, I am the Catboy. My friends in the Discord servers would call me the Catboy because I'm obsessed with cats, and they sometimes eventually I got the Catboy profile picture and all that sort of stuff, and I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'll go down that path. I wanted to kind of go across the lines of cute and civil, so I decided to be a butler. That is currently my VTuber skin. I am a Catboy butler with a backstory that might be revealed one day. We'll see. I created myself a little backstory. But yeah, I came up with it. I decided to come up with a little bit of a purple streak to the hair because I wanted something a little bit different in there. I had a arts commission first so that I could get like a basic idea of what I wanted. I think I took stuff like off of characters like Sanji and this one image that I found with like some sort of emo anime guy and all that sort of stuff, and eventually I was able to find the right things. And I also took a picture of Lion Chu, the femboy VTuber, as well, and his skin, because if I need cute, then it's definitely him. You know what I'm saying? DM me, Lion. Please don't. That would ruin me. Let's see. I think that's. Oh yeah, my eyes used to be green, but due to the green screen behind me, I had to change them to blue. Anyway, when did you first watch TV? So I actually talked with my mom about this because I'm like, this is kind of hard. I can't like think of exactly what the time was. I spent a long time like trying to figure it out. And eventually, let's see, where did it go? So it was 2017 or 2018 when I watched the whole thing on Netflix. I know that for sure. And like I said, since it's 2024, it's not too far off, but it's just enough that my personality had changed. I kind of forgot about most of the series, and then all of a sudden I started getting it again, started wanting to watch it, and I got hyper fixated again. Okay, moving on. Scary Girl TD 44 US 1LC. Okay, that's a long name. Why do you like Cody? So I essentially say that in my top 10 favorite total drama characters video, but I'll give you like a shortened version. I think Cody is cute, not in the way of like I'm attracted to him, in the way of he's cute like a puppy, you know, just that one thing where you want to like pinch their cheeks and be like, oh, look at you, you know, it's like Cody is just like, he's a little guy, you know, he's just a little guy. And I also like his dorkiness, his awkwardness. It reminds me of me. His lines are very funny as well. I adore Cody. I think he's amazing. He's a short king too, so we love short kings here. And I know I talk about a lot of short kings, but from the same person, how tall are you? So time to mention that. So I've been talking about short kings, but you guys don't know how tall I am. I am between 5'10 and 5'11 last time I checked. I was 5'9.9, and I'm not even kidding, 5'9.9 for the friggin' longest time, where I kept on going to doctor's appointments and kept on, trying to up a little bit, and it didn't work. I guess it might just be the shape of my head or something, like, maybe I put it at the wrong place, I don't know. But, yep, I'm 5'10 to 5'11, around that range. What's your first name? So I put a little response to this. I put, he said, what about first initial? And I decided that I won't do that, but I have a little secret for you. Okay, so this is your little hint. I have the same name as a Total Drama character. And you probably won't know who it is, but I do have the same name as a Total Drama character. So, not gonna say who, but I do, which is pretty amazing. Okay, by Jalen's Worldwide 2, why did you decide to be a VTuber? I really like VTubers. I was more of a fan of anime. I stopped watching recently just because, budget, but I really love this idea that I can be whoever I want to be. I can be myself without being myself, I don't have to feel awkward about how I look. I don't have to, groom myself before I, go in front of the camera at all. Except I, gotta brush the hair out of my eyes real quick, otherwise my eyeball glitches out. But yeah, I love being a VTuber. I wouldn't change a single thing. Ooh, I'm missing a little bit, so I need to... Hold on. Hold on. Oop, whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Moving this up. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Okay, from Dylan's World, what's your favorite World Tour song? I made a video on that one as well, but thinking about it, I think it might be Before We Die. I'm not sure. I like a few different ones. I think I like a pretty underrated one, which is Sisters. I really like that one. I just really like it. For no reason. But I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna say Before We Die. My favorite season? My favorite season is the original. I love the original. I think that it is peak for a lot of characters. Other characters, peak in different seasons, but, I think a lot of characters kind of peak in Island, and that's what I love about it so much. World Tour is definitely a close second, though. I know I'm a basic bitch for having the same opinions as, half the Total Drama fandom. Who's the worst character of each gen? Okay, let's go. So, first generation. I'm going to say Sadie. I think that Sadie and Katie are annoying. Never really found them funny. I could see why someone would like them, but personally I don't like them. And one thing about Sadie is that she got left in. They eliminated another character, and then, you know, she didn't do anything while the other character was getting eliminated. So it was just kind of like, why'd you keep her around if you're going to do this with her? No arc, no nothing, no I can be without my friend. So, you know what? Screw Sadie. I just, ugh. I, you know, I just like, Generation, it's like looking at seasons for me, but like, Trent's close. Trent's real close, man. He's real close to reaching there, if you know what I'm saying. He's really close. Moving on to the second generation, that would be... Damn. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say Mal, but... I don't like Stacy. I think Stacy's annoying as hell, but like they knew that when they made her, so they eliminated her perfectly. I hate her, and that doesn't mean that she's bad, because she kind of is supposed to be hated. And unlike Ezekiel, where people kind of wanted him back because they're like, he had potential. With Stacy, people were more like, you know, maybe we don't need any more screen time of her, you know? Okay, I'm really thinking on this one because... Hold on, let me pull up a Total Drama Revenge of the Island. Okay, so looking at, let's see. So my basic answer would be Mal. My other answer would be Stacy. I think most of these characters are pretty solid, so I don't know what to say for this one. I think they're all pretty okay. So I'm just gonna say Mal or Stacy, depending. For the third season, Dave. For the third generation, my bad, Dave. For the fifth generation, which would be that would be Redonkulous Race. I think, ow, I just hit my leg. I think that would be probably Taylor. And then moving on to the sixth generation, which is the reboot cast, I think that... Hold on, let me look up the reboot cast real quick. I need to take a quick look at them on my phone real quick. Reboot, Total Drama. Total Drama reboot. Yay! Okay, looking at all of them. So here's the groups I'm gonna put in. So Chase is definitely down there. Nichelle. I think it's probably Chase and Nichelle for me, because I'm actually a big fan of Ripper. I think he has so much potential as a character. Storyline-wise. Chase and Nichelle. I'd have to give it to Chase because he annoys me worse. No, that's just for least favorite. Then I'll say Nichelle. Flopshell is just... Yeah, she flops a lot. Maybe if she, you know, got good. Maybe if she got good, she could get her way out of being, you know, the worst character in my opinion, but we'll see. Moving on to the final one. Dylan Johnson. If you made your own fan season, what would your main character be and what arc would you give them? Well, I did make my own fan season. I just have not wrote the script yet because I'm very not good at writing scripts. And I don't have anybody to write it with. So I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of putting it off because I got like other stuff to do, like school, work, writing these teledrama scripts for like videos. However, Ezekiel is my main character, and my arc is him making friends with all the losers, the nerds, stuff like that, realizing that he needs friends to make it through. He confronts the trauma of his past, the things that he did that he's not proud of, and he gets over the things that the others call him for being feral Ezekiel. Anyway, that's all the comments here. We'll have another Q&A once I get higher up in subscribers. That way there'll be a lot more comments for me to go through. Anyway, have a great day. Love you guys. Mwah. Goodbye.